Nicky Price, and in this Facebook marketing strategy video I'm just going to be sharing a few tips on how to get a little bit more fan page engagement on your page on Facebook. So I've got 7 tips here for you, and this was really as a response from a couple of people in one of my groups that were just setting up their pages, and they were just saying, you know, look, I've got 400 or 500 likes, and yet each one of my posts is only being seen by about sort of 30-40 people, and that is something that is a little annoying, but you know, it's something that you can do a lot to change. Okay, so I'm just going to give you 7 tips. There's so many trainings about this around. Many of the things that are being shared really don't work, but these ones that I'm going to share with you now, they do work, and I've been using them on my page just over the past I set this page up actually at the beginning of September. It's now February, the end of February. In fact, it's the beginning of March. Sorry, look, it's the 3rd of March. So I set this up at the beginning of September, and I didn't do anything at all other than just kind of put a few plant posts on there. And then I started really focusing on it around about October. So October, November, December and January I was focusing quite hard on it. So I've built up about 1,800 likes, and what I'm going to be showing with you is the things that I've learned that work as I've been going through, and you'll see some of the engagement that I've had on this page. So let's go straight on into first tip for you on how to get more engagement, and that is really to actually get more fans, because obviously you're not going to get the engagement unless you actually get the fans. So what you want to be doing is actually inviting your friends, and if you don't have any friends, then you want to be building your friends list. Now, I'm going to do a separate video on how to find targeted friends using the Facebook graph search, but essentially once you've got those friends, as soon as they're on here, you can then invite them to your page. So you can either see all, or you can do that from here. Now you could send them a link, but I think Facebook does a pretty good job of just inviting people to like your page. So you can literally just click invite, and you can just go through and scan all the ones that you want to, and just click invite, invite. And you can just go through and just add as many as you want, and then each day that just in itself will build a few likes to your page. Okay, so that's tip number 1. Just build your friends list of targeted friends who are going to be interested, and even better if you put something up, whoever it is that's in your target market. Say for example you're in the health industry, then make sure your top post, and you can pin posts to the top just by if you click the link there, you can actually pin your post to the top, and it has a little banner on it when you do that, or you can highlight your post, which then takes it across the full page. Make sure there's something of interest, so that when your target market, who you've sort of really targeted in finding and adding as a friend, when they come to your page, they're going to think immediately, oh yes, I'd really like to to have a look at that. Maybe it's a free lead generation, 25 free leads a day. Maybe it's some free video training, but just make sure that whatever's at the top of the page is really useful for them. Okay, so that's tip number 1. Tip number 2, post regularly. And this is probably one of the hardest things to do, but Facebook does help us now that when you do a post, I don't think I can show you now because it's not going to give me the option, but when you do a post, it does give you the option as you're posting to post now or post later. So you can actually schedule your posts now, and I would recommend posting 3 times a day. And you don't have to have a blog post or something to post. Just post something a bit motivational. Look, for example, like this. I found this on Michelle Pescalo-Salido's page. Michelle is a fantastic Facebook marketer, and actually therein is a tip in itself. If you tag somebody else's page, but be very, very careful with this strategy, because you can really upset quite a few people if you do this, if you do it wrong. But if you tag somebody else's page, make sure you're saying something nice about them. So that's why I said I love this from Michelle Pescalo-Salido's page. Now, this was just a statement about entrepreneurial, sell the glass, but that I only posted that last night. It's had 90 people already that's seen that. That will probably go up to about 160, I would think, in during the course of today, because it was very late last night that I posted it. So you know, post regularly 3 times a day, and I'm going to show you in one of my other tips in a minute. Once you've got some engagement, how you can then work out exactly where your engagement is coming from, who and at what time. Okay, so just, you know, when you're building a page, try and post about 3 times a day, once in the morning, once at lunchtime, once in the evening, and just, you know, just see yourself what sort of, you know, maybe you're targeting a different country, so maybe they're online at different times, and, you know, you can just see yourself when you're getting the most engagement. Okay, so use the post scheduler. You know, if you can't be around all day, as many people can't. You know, if you're working, you can't do it. Or you can use tools like Hootsuite to, you know, to do that sort of thing as well. Okay, tip number 3 is, you know, don't be all business and boring. You know, some people just will sit and they will be watching, but if you just post something, let's see if I can find something. I quite often do you know, a Friday fun picture. I mean, these are nothing to do with work, but this was one of my Facebook friends doing something silly. But she reckons it's really good. She's called it the plank challenge, so I posted that. I posted something motivational here. You know, look at the engagement on that, 332 people like that. What else have I got? I'm sure I've got some Friday funnies. I was quite good at doing Friday fun pictures. There you go. Look, Friday smiles, happy Friday. That just made me laugh when I saw it, so I posted it. And, you know, so just keep it not all business. Just occasionally put in some nice pictures. You know, always make sure your page is appealing to look at and put lots of pictures on there, and, you know, just have a bit of fun sometimes. And you don't always necessarily have to have links in it. You know, people just will, you know, will just ignore those. Just let them look at pictures. What you want is the engagement, and if people see links, they might not be so willing to engage. So you want to get the you know, engagement up. So probably what I should have said to you right at the beginning is, you know, what you're doing is you're building your engagement, but you're also building your Facebook Edgerank. And Edgerank is it's literally based on affinity, weight, and I think they call it time decay, or, you know, time delay, I think is a better word. So really we're talking about affinity, which is the relationship with each fan, dependent on their activity on your page. And then the weight, which is the number of likes and shares that your post gets quickly. That also contributes to Edgerank. And also the time delay or time decay is how recent it all happens. So older posts will give you less Edgerank, but newer posts, you know, so basically if you post something and people start commenting immediately and it starts to go viral, then it will appear very high in other people's news feed. So that's what Edgerank is all about, and that's what you're trying to improve. So it doesn't really matter how you get the engagement, you just want to get the engagement on your page. And you know, mix it up. Just as I say, have a scroll through my page and just see, which is marketing tips and motivation for home and small business. So it's small business marketing tips is my Facebook page. So, you know, come over and take a look at exactly what I'm doing there. So that was tip number 3. Don't be all business. Post some Friday fun, and you can download funny videos. Just use. I've got a little icon here, that's Net Video Hunter. If you download that, it's an awesome little software tool that you can download anything from the internet and then upload it yourself and put your own links on it. Now, just be careful again, you know, anything on YouTube is pretty much game, you know, it's a free-for-all on YouTube, but be careful if there's any branding or, you know, anything personal branded or advertising, you know, that's a no-no, and you will get a warning from Facebook. So just make sure you don't do that. I did that by mistake on one of the Evian videos and I got a warning from Facebook. So just be very careful. Okay. Right, tip number 4, ask a question. And I can't find anywhere on here that I've done that, but if you ask a question, you know, that's one of the tips that's quite well recommended by a lot of people, and fill in the blanks. But the trouble is when you don't have the people on the page, it just looks embarrassing because nobody asks you. Nobody answers your question and nobody fills in the blank. So the best thing to do there is what I found is if you're in any of the groups, you know, a syndication group, anything like that, post it on your page and then hop into your group and say, quick, can somebody go over to my page and just help me out and answer this question? And, you know, people will want to help you. If you're in a syndication group where you syndicate stuff and we syndicate stuff, you know, you do theirs and they do yours, that's a really great way to get this started. And I would actively encourage that. And you know, we're just starting one of those, so I will put the link to our share group. We have this, let's put it on here, we have this group called 90-day, it was an Empower Network Success Challenge, but we're using this as just a syndication group. So there's Jim, you know, and we're starting the commenting and sharing on here, so people can just post their links in here. We're just kicking this off again now, so this will have lots of activity in here. I've got about 139 people, and you know, everybody's going to be sharing everybody else's content, whether you want something Google Plus, whether you want your Facebook share done. You literally just come in here, you ask what you want done, and you do it for 3 other people before you post your own. Okay, so that's a great way to you know, to really get your edge rank up when you first get started on your page. Okay, so that was tip number 4. Tip number 5, make offers. You know, I made an offer. Where was it? Was it this one? No, there was somewhere down here. Let's have a look and see if I can find it. I made an offer. I think it was on. I think it was around about January 29th. No, I can't find it. There was somewhere where I offered, I just put together a free series of, sorry if you can hear my dog snoring very loudly in the background. Archie is a feature of quite a few of my videos. You know, and don't be frightened occasionally just to put a little bit of social proof. You know, I'm in the top 0.25% income earners of my primary company, and just occasionally, you know, you can put something. You know, you can put something on there. What's that one? Yes, here's this one. Look, January 14th. So I put together a series of audios called the 6 Principles of Success. See, there's no picture on here. There's nothing. It's just some text. And I just said to people, you know, I'd like to give it away free for today only to anyone who would like to listen to them and make a comment. And, you know, I got some really good feedback. That was the whole point, that I would get some feedback. And, you know, look at the comments I had just because I said I was going to give something for free. 360 people engaged on that post. And I got tons of comments, and a few of these are now on my list because, you know, they wanted to take a look at what I'd done. So if you've got a facility to be able to do vouchers, or, you know, any sort of free giveaway, a report, anything of value, and people are going to engage with you, and then just, you know, this is how to get people on your list as well. Give away something free and then just tell them to opt into your Aweber list or get response, whatever it is that you're with. Okay, right, so that was number 5, make offers and give vouchers away. And, you know, but when you do this, ask people to pay, if you like, with a Facebook share or a Facebook like. Okay, that's a very, very good tip. Okay, tip number 6. I kind of covered this in number 3. This is to join or start your own syndication group. So I did kind of cover this in tip number 4. So maybe I'll give you a bonus one at the end instead. So yes, make sure you join a syndication group. You're more than welcome to hop over and come and join ours, you know, to get all your stuff shared. And tip number 7. Okay, now this is where I was going to say, tip number 7, once you've got a little bit of engagement going on your post, you want to see how it's doing. You want to see you know, what you can analyze from it. So if you go here to your settings, just click under your settings and go to view insights. And what this will do is this will show you, you know, how you're doing in working at engagement. Now, actually, this looks good this week, but, you know, this does vary. So don't worry if this goes into the red. You know, it just means because they're doing a weekly stat. So, for example, last week, you know, a couple of these were on red. This week, it's back up again. So I'm just doing a little bit of work on my page. So don't worry too much about these stats, I wouldn't say, because these are always going to be, you know, going up or down. But the ones you want to look at is the post that got the engagement, you know. So this one, right, and that's very interesting actually, because I was trying something out here, and here's a bonus tip actually. So if we go on to that post, you know, I said to a couple of my team members, you know, why do you think this one has worked? You know, this one has got some good engagement. I've got a couple of comments on it so far, and I've only just recently posted this. Because I got a couple of tips from Brian Moran, who is over at Get 10,000 Fans. He's a great guy. And what I did was I actually tagged that page. And this is what I was mentioning earlier, but be very careful when you do that. You know, make sure you're saying something really good about that page. But you see that what happens is that over on his page at Get 10,000 Fans, is my page, because I've commented and tagged him, so that he's got thousands and thousands of fans, and it's only going to take a few people to follow back to sort of think, well, okay, what's this marketing tips and motivation they clearly like, get 10,000 as well, and people will come over and join you. Okay, so that's a really, really good tip. And you can comment as your page on other people's pages. So, you can just go through and see all your posts and just see what sort of engagement you're getting. Now, what you can also do is look at when your people who like your page are actually online. So I can see that the best time for me to post, is between noon and midnight, which is sort of fairly obvious. But I don't obviously have the very early engagement. So that to me would tell me, because this is in my time and I'm in the UK, this would probably tell me that, a lot of this is US time, but this is pretty good UK time as well. So I would make sure that I post my really good posts at some time in the afternoon. My peak engagement seems to be about 7 o'clock in the evening, so 7, 8 o'clock, but it might vary. I can check each day. I can check my likes, I can check, what sort of date and time they're coming in, I can check who I'm reaching, number of people who saw your posts, and I can check the sort of people, what age group. I mean, there's so many things that you can find out about your list, and then you can start tailoring some of your marketing. And I'm going to be showing some really good tips in the Facebook graph search about how, when you look at this information, you can then target your information, and your friend requests accordingly. Because you're going to know the sort of people that are engaging on your fan page, and you're also going to be able to find out what other pages they like and what interests they like. So I think I'll do another another video on this, because otherwise this one's going to be way too long. So let's just get back to my 7 tips, and that was the 7th tip, which is checking your Edgerank. So be sure to to go through all your statistics once you've started to get some engagement, so that you can then improve. So one final one, I'm going to give you a bonus one, which goes back to this page, actually, the one tip I was just talking about with Brian Moran. And this one is really, really powerful. And when he sent an email and told me about this one, and when I tried it out, he's absolutely right, because there was a couple of posts that I'd done down here, say for this one, for example, where I'd put the link straight into the post, and then I just deleted it because it looks a bit ugly. So once Facebook has actually loaded, because this was from YouTube. Now, some people actually ask whether you should upload your video to YouTube or directly to Facebook. Both of them are right, but you might want to do them in different circumstances. If you're uploading direct to Facebook, then that's good. Facebook likes that and may show it slightly higher. However, if you've got a YouTube video, you are also wanting to get likes on YouTube. So I mix it up. If I've done a bit of SEO on it, so this is actually a keyword, MLM success. MLM success is the keyword there, and that is, I've done a bit of SEO on this video, so I wanted to get more views, and so I've posted this on Facebook as a YouTube link. If I wasn't bothered about getting the YouTube views, then I would upload it directly to Facebook. So say, for example, it was a viral video, and I just wanted to get some Edgerank up on my page, but I wasn't going to do it as an SEO video, then in which case I would upload directly to Facebook. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. But the key here, you see, this one only got out to about 59 people, and that's because it had a link in the post. So how do you get around that? Because what Brian Moran proved, and I've also proved, is that you get, see, 150. So that's 3 times as many people saw that post, for the simple reason that I had no link in it. Okay, I had no link in that. And the way to get around it is to make the post, and then in the comments field, put your link if that's what you want. And you will find that it will be a lot higher engagement rate. Okay, a lot higher stats on how many people actually get to see the post. So test it out, because it is true. It definitely happens like that. Try it out with a picture and no link. and just see what happens. And that's what I'm doing at the moment, is just testing different posts on my page. Okay, so just in summary, a quick review of what we've covered. We've covered what is Edgerank, which is the affinity, weight and time decay, and that is what basically Facebook decides how many people it's going to show your post to based on this. So your relationship, your number of likes, and how recent your post is, and the engagement on your post is. So how to increase and get more engagement on your fan page, get more people to like your page. So build your friends list through graph search and get more people to come over and like your page. Number 2, post regularly. 3 times a day is optimum, but at least once a day, and consistency is always key. I get much more engagement on my page when I am being consistent. Okay, number 3, don't be all business, don't be a bore. Show some lighter moments with some Friday fun or anything that's going viral, because it will increase your edge rank when people start commenting and engaging on your stories. People love stories, by the way. Love, love, love stories. Number 4, ask a question and get some of your friends over to answer it. Maybe do a fill in the blank. This will help more of your other fans to see the post if you get some engagement on it straight away. So just do that through a group or whatever, but just get your friends to come over and answer it, just to get the ball rolling on it. Number 5, make offers, give away vouchers, give away free video trainings, but ask people to pay with a like or a share or a comment. 10 comments and I'll give you this free training, that kind of thing. Okay, join a syndication group. Come and join ours. We've got the 90-Day Success Challenge group, which we're now using as just a complete syndication group where you can ask for anything to be shared. Facebook fan pages, Google Plus content, content on forum sites, whatever it is you want people to do. As long as you're prepared to do it for other people, you do 3 and you get 1 done for you. Okay? Number 7, check your Edgerank stats so that you can see the best times to engage with your fans, and then schedule posts to go out at that time. And a bonus one, because I always like to over deliver, test out not posting links on your status update. Put it in the comments field maybe a few moments later, and just test that out with with pictures, with videos and all sorts, and you will notice that your post is shown to a lot more people. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, come over and join our syndication group. I'll put the link just below here now, and then do the social thing. Please give this a like or a share or a tweet or a Google Plus. If you're watching this over on YouTube, then please give it a comment and a thumbs up. That'd be really cool. Okay, because if you do it for others, others will come back and do it for you. Whilst you're here, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will see you on the next video. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.